What's up, guys? Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily, and it's nighttime. This video took place over like a couple days. We pulled some clutches. We got finally a viable boa litter. So we're gonna look at some cool stuff, okay? Stay tuned. We're gonna go into the snake room. My kids were helping me a little bit. I don't remember if I got them on film or not, but we got some cool stuff here, and so I want to show you some stuff. And nothing definitive yet, but we're on the right track. I'll give you that. Let's take a look. She finally laid her eggs. That's right. I'm digging them up. Look at that. Those are nice eggs. Those are not dried out looking eggs. So I was going to not even check. And I said, you know what? I'm going to check, because the one day I don't check, I'll find eggs. And I did. So I'm digging through the sand. Try to do it a little gently here. I found like 3 eggs the other day, but they were looking pretty pathetic. They weren't really good looking eggs. These 3 look really nice. I have to imagine she's gonna have more than 3 eggs, but who knows? Maybe they're doing them in little segments, I don't know. This is where I started digging before, so. The problem with these turtles is they'll dig, and you never know where you're gonna find these things. So you gotta be like an archaeologist here almost. All right, I'm over at my neighbor's house, Carol and Cindy, and they hatched these little gray turtles. They actually found the turtle eggs right in the backyard. I'm right next door, and we have turtles here. Obviously in Florida, they found a clutch of eggs. They incubated them, and I gave them this tank that I had my baby hatchling turtles in, and I had never used this little setup, which is kind of cute. And they're away for the weekend, so I'm feeding their turtles. And they're doing a good job, these little guys, eating really beautiful looking turtles. Let me see if I can get a little closer. Gorgeous shells, really nice patterns. Absolutely really cute. Baby turtles are the best. No morphs, these are just wild caught, and they're gorgeous. There's a bunch of them too. So not all of them hatched, but they did a pretty good job, I'll tell you. So I have no luck with hatching turtles. I don't think none of my turtle eggs are even, if they're even fertile. Look at this little guy. That's how you grow. You gotta eat your protein. Anyway, so cute. I get to feed turtles and play with other people's stuff. And we're gonna head back over to the snake room and see what's hatched, see if any new baby boas are born either. Let's take a look. So I'm trying to clean this tub of this Onyx boa, and I lift up the hide box because she was attacking me, and this boa is the sweetest boa of all time. I couldn't figure out why she was attacking me, and I found out there was a lump of babies under there with a bunch of infertils. And something that I've told you guys before is these dwarf boas, they have very small litters of big babies and with very little moisture. So I didn't even know she had a litter, so I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting it in like 2 weeks, and look at her coming after me. She's trying to protect her litter. I didn't know she was even having a litter. And usually when you see a litter, there's goo everywhere. There's liquid. I mean, everything is just, and I would use paper towels. So usually you would just see goo everywhere. And I saw nothing. She had this litter in a beautiful bundle. She was sitting on top of the babies, protecting them, as you can see, very, very aggressively. And the babies look fine. I mean, they're just not in a lot of moisture. Even the paper towels I took out of here, let me see if I can get around her here without getting attacked. I took these paper towels out. I just said, I'm changing the cage up. It was dirty, I don't know how it got so dirty. There's no sign of any goo at all. A normal Colombian boa would have been like a swimming pool of goo. She's not happy. So I'm gonna have to put a glove on and get her out of this thing, because she is not happy, and she's protecting those babies. And like I said, this snake is the sweetest, most. I mean, it's such a nice snake. I couldn't figure out why it was attacking me. I actually put the glove on down there because I was afraid to clean the cage because I was like, she's in a bad mood. Little did I know. I lift up the hide box, and sure enough, we have some babies. So let me see if I can get her out of here, and then I can go and inspect what we got. Because she's gonna definitely, she's gonna try to get me otherwise. Looks like we got some cool stuff in there. Definitely some blood I see. Definitely a lot of onyx stuff. We see some darkness in there. Definitely, there were some unfertiles. You'll see under the paper towels. All right, I took her out. She really wasn't that bad. Once I picked her up, she was fine. She's a nice snake. Anyway, here's our babies, and there's our infertils. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infertils. The funny thing was I wasn't going to even breed this female, and I just thought she was acting like exhibiting breeding behavior, and she was eating really well. And so I put a male on with her, so maybe I missed the window. I didn't get them all, because this is a repeat breeding on her, so we did get really nice big babies. Like I said, these are dwarf boas. These are not going to get big, yet they're really big babies. And I think everything looks onyx to me. I think we hit all onyx stuff, which is good. I have to really look this stuff over, but on first inspection, it looks like a lot of onyx stuff. I'm trying to see if I have any supers. I don't know if I hit any supers. What's this one here? They're all very dark, which is kind of cool. This one, this red one here is awesome. This has got some blood in it, I would say. There's still some. We're going to put these in the incubator because they still got some umbilical cords. So they couldn't have been. She must have just delivered them like in the last day or so, because they haven't even absorbed their yolk sac yet, some of them. So, and the best thing you can do when you have a boa litter, especially when they have big bellies because they had a lot of yolk, put them into the incubator, whatever you do, 87, 88 degrees, and let them just sit in there until they absorb that yolk. I keep them in there until they do that first shed even. But I got these are really nice babies. I like I said, I have to really think about what I got here, because I'm surprised. Well, I guess we only had really we have 1, 2, 3. I think we have 5 babies here, so it doesn't surprise me, I guess, that maybe we didn't hit a super. This might be a super right here. I don't know. We'll go over these. Like I said, these are my what I call super dwarf boas, because they really stay tiny. That mother is the biggest one I've ever produced, and maybe because I even fed her a little heavily. Her sister, though, who will go next year, I saved her, gave her the year off. She's half the size of her, so because the mother of this mother is a big mother. The male is teeny tiny. The father, tiny. All right, they're frisky. I'm telling you, they're very. They come out really well developed. They're like much more bulletproof, I think, than the Colombians. These dwarf boas. So let's put them in the incubator. Give them a break. We'll come back in a couple days. We'll take a look, maybe after the first shed. I'm glad. I was getting worried. I had 2 boa litters that were all slugs. And this makes me feel good that at least I got. Now I'm at least I'm 1 for 3 now, which sounds better than 0 for 2. And we just are almost in May here, so I guess we're doing pretty good. Most of my litters don't really come this early anyway. This was a surprise, to be honest with you. All right, this was a really anticipated clutch. I've been waiting a while for this one. I went against the grain. This is a Mandarin female here, and I bred her to a Mandarin male last year, and we produced some potential. I only had 3 babies, but they all survived, and it was a potential, obviously, super Mandarin. I think I got 1 super Mandarin in there, but they were all very high expression Mandarins. She's pretty high expression herself, as you can see, and so I really wanted to do it again, repeat it, because I love Mandarin, I love Super Mandarin, but I went against the grain. I said, you know what, I'm going to go do something different, and I bred her to a MONARCH, which is a form of T-positive line. It's more purplish than anything. It's probably the most purplish T positive line. I don't believe it's compatible with Ultramel or Caramel. These T positive lines seem to be independent of each other. There's some speculation whether it's compatible with the line in Europe, but anyway, Monarch is really cool. I'll show you Monarch in a little bit. It's probably the nicest T positive line, the least worked with, I believe. But I think in the next couple of years, we're going to see a lot of cool stuff coming out. I can see that coming. Anyway, this female was bred to a Monarch, who I thought was not a very fertile male until I proved that last year. He just didn't like the female I was breeding with initially. They didn't get along. So this girl looks like she's got some good eggs under her. I don't want to freak her out too much. Yeah, it looks like there's only one little dimpled egg. I'm going to candle these eggs and see if they're good. Obviously, they're outside the bundle. She was laying earlier when I brought my son in here, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to let her go and finish up. She's definitely finished now, so we'll pull her. We'll see what eggs she's got. Hopefully they're all fertile, and we could be producing some Mandarin het monarchs this year. That would be great. One step closer to a potential Mandarin monarch, which would be the way to go. Or how about a monarch super Mandarin? Even better. Talk about a red snake. All right, I don't really want to disturb these two because I think there's definitely some possible breeding action going on here, but I wanted to show you the monarch male that I bred that Mandarin to. There he is right there. He's the one right on top. That's the T positive monarch. When he's born, and he was a baby, I should say, he looked really purple. He turned like a brown, like the typical T positive look as he got older. That female he's with is actually a sugar het monarch. So we'll see hopefully some cool stuff from her. This is the pair that really never got along with each other. So I'm hoping that they're cohabitating a little better, because I got nothing the last 3 years from them, and it was very frustrating. And then I said, you know what, I'm just going to start breeding this male to some other stuff. This is a super pastel, actually, sugar het monarch, 2016. So this has been I've been trying to breed these for a while. So anyway, I'm getting a little frazzled here, so let's just leave them alone. I don't want to even clean this tub. I'll just add a little water and we'll close it up. All right, she's looking good. She's definitely very hollowed out. You see that? I mean, she's got nothing left in her. Hopefully she'll start eating and put some weight back on, because I really would love to breed her again next year. She's one of my favorite breeder females. She's such a high expression Mandarin that it's she almost looks super Mandarin. She's not, but this just goes to show you that there's different variants of Mandarin. You can see very low expressions and very high expressions, and sometimes the high expression ones don't produce high expression babies, and vice versa. I got a low expression male that produces really high expression ones, so it's very variable. So you can't predict sometimes. All right, let's check out those babies. All right, here we got it. One slug, which is going in the garbage, and we have 2, 4, 6, 8 eggs. It looked good. This one, to me, didn't really have any very small, like little minuscule vessels, very well underdeveloped. The interesting thing was that this one was actually in the pile. This one was actually in the pile that she was sitting on. And while 2 or 3 of these other eggs were kind of scattered, and they had really good veins, arteries, and embryo. So this one I'll keep an eye on. I'll probably put a little X on there just to keep an eye, because I have a feeling it's not going to go the whole way. But look, if I got 7 good ones that went, I'll be happy, because even if we got 3 or 4 of them that were Mandarins, remember, everything will be het monarch in this clutch. And if we can get a couple Mandarins that are het monarch, that would be phenomenal. That's the goal. All right, good clutch. Nice little Saturday night fever favorite. There we go. That's my title. All right, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. Hey, the season is getting better now. It's looking up. I struck out 2 for 2 with the boas. The first 2 litters, they were slugs. Now we finally got something that produced some babies, and I wasn't even expecting this one, so that was good. It was a 50-50, but I got 5 good babies, and so I can't really complain about that. There were a couple infertils, but you know what? She did pretty good. I put a male with her at the last minute. She must have been. I probably should have started off the season with a male with her. I just didn't even. I was going to give her the year off, and she was looking big, and she was. I could tell when she's like, starting to, look around, and I just felt like she was. I should have ultrasounded her earlier because I have my ultrasound machine. I didn't. I kind of go on instinct. I was going to give her the year off just because for the hell of it. But she was up to size, so I threw a male with her, and we got babies. All right, so that's how it works. There's some cool Onyx stuff there. I know you guys are going to be interested in that. We'll get to that after the first shed, and we'll take a look and try to identify what we got. Of course, that red one is looking spectacular. That's obviously got some blood in there, and probably hypo blood Onyx. But we'll take a look further once we see that first shed. And of course, we just got this at the last minute. This really cool Mandarin to Monarch ball python clutch. So that's going to be really cool. We got a bunch of eggs there, so we should hopefully, fingers crossed, hit some good odds. And once again, that's a stepping stone project, as I was saying, but something that you can think in the future, how might that look? All right, we're gonna wrap things up today. My cat just ran in. It's 2 a.m. He just ran in. He wanders the neighborhood. I have a blue-eyed Persian cat who thinks he's a tomcat that runs around the neighborhood and bossing around. Come here, Jedi. Let's say hi to everyone. Come here, just so people know they can. Oh, he ran away. Come here, Jed. Come here. Come here. Come here. Here he is, this big glunk. 2 a.m. Jedi's coming looking for Daddy. He just got groomed. He still smells good. He just got groomed the other day. He went for his day of beauty, and he's already filthy, but he smells good still. So I don't know why he likes to run outside. There's a lot of wild animals in this neighborhood, and snakes and alligators rather, and you're running around and you're not afraid. Hey, my kids are sleeping. I had to have someone help us with this video, and Jedi was available, and he saw me outside here in the middle of the night, so he came running up. All right, we're gonna bring him in, and you guys know what to do. If you're enjoying these videos, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, hit the like button. I'll see you back Monday morning, or if this goes up Monday, I'll see you back Tuesday morning. Right, Jedi? Mwah.